We are live, sort of, from George's car. George, where do I know you from?
You actually know me from a long time ago, actually during the beginning days of ICW, where I was introduced to you as a as a special character.
Right, the special character, special worker, right?
Yeah, special. Yeah.
Special with quotations.
Mm-hmm.
But what are you doing now?
I'm just a host of an internet radio show.
Just a host?
Yes.
You're just a host.
I'm just a host. I'm also the CEO of the Reality Cage Network.
Right.
But that's just about it.
That's about it.
Yeah. I work alongside every Tuesday with my co-host and my lead producer, Paris Kelly, a great female worker up in Mississippi. As a matter of fact,
I'll put a picture up. There you go.
As a matter of fact, I'm actually booked up there in September and October to do pre-shows.
Flyer.
Pre-shows. I don't think they have a flyer yet, but they...
We'll make a flyer on paint.
Anyway, so, we're booked up there to conduct 2 pre-shows, both in September, October. I can't wait for those trips. I haven't done a trip since last year when I invaded NWA Fusion. But, it's going to be fun.
Excellent. Okay. Well, we're here for, as you guys know it, Shop for Spot! I think I'm going to put like a little title here. Shop for Spot. Okay. So, let's go ahead and start the video. And right now, we are in day 3 of FSCW. And I believe it's a battle royal. No, it's a ladder match. Or tables, ladders, and chairs, or I guess everything goes. But you gotta reach for the XP sign, and you get to cash that in to beat the champion, I guess. You get a match against the champion.
It's kind of like a how you wrestling fans will actually take it as a Money in the Bank ladder match,
right? Where
they have to reach out for the XP. The person who gets the XP can cash it in to get a world championship title match at any time they so well please. So that's how I see it. Now, as a matter of fact, I'm just going to go out on a limb. I just love Bane's look.
Yeah, he looks really serious and really, but like the gear is really fitting actually. Dash Maverick, which we had in the last video.
Is that King Hippo?
Yes, that is King Hippo. I don't see him a lot, but he does appear in all the FSCW shows that I've seen.
Oh.
Alright. So from the start, I am using a Nikon D300, which the flip camera is attached to, which is where the video is coming from. And my fisheye camera, which is a D3100. And that's what we're using now, D3100 with a Rokinon 8mm. And that's where I used to get some shots here. So this is what I don't like about what I like to call cluster matches. Rumbles, ladder matches with a lot of people. Basically anything that's more than 5 people in the ring at the same time. It's a big cluster. It's a lot of fun for the workers, I hear.
Yeah,
right. Go ahead.
It could be a lot of fun, but it takes a lot of communication.
Right.
And if you don't have communication, and I apologize, I'm not a worker, but if you don't have the communication, a match like this just would not work.
Right.
Luckily for all the gentlemen inside the ring right now, they all established well communication with each other, and they were able to pull up a great show, and hence why you see the crowd going as crazy as they are.
Yeah. Well, for the most part, I mean, the reason I want to say that I don't like cluster matches is because I don't know where to focus. So there's things going on this side of the ring. You'll see me run back and forth between things. At one point, I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna focus on what's going on in the ring. And by the time I figured that out,
that's a big ladder.
Yeah, it's a big ladder. Actually, I used this ladder to change the batteries on my receivers, which I didn't get to do on the first day, which was why I was having so much problems. But we finally got the ladder. Yes. And that's what's going on. I know, it's huge. That's what she said. But anyway, as you can see, when I tried to focus on the action that was in the ring, there was already nobody in there. So I just stayed in one corner. But here's the problem. When I started to focus on just that one corner, everybody was doing stuff on the other side of the ring. So here I am running to the other side of the ring. As soon as I see Bane get up on the turnbuckle, I'm like, this is where I need to be. So I was here, right, here we go. He's gonna fly, and yeah, and I heard nobody was there. It was just floor for him.
Ouch!
Yeah, it was terrible.
Ow!
And Bane, being my brother, I was kind of worried here. It was my focus was not anywhere. It was more looking at him to see if he was moving or not. And once I saw that he was moving, I'm like, okay, he's fine.
Well, from what it looks like, Who's this?
This is Ash Ketchum. Wayne.
Ash with a wow.
What is it? Wayne Van Dyke or something?
Yeah,
like that?
Wayne Van Dyke
right.
with a front flip senton.
Yeah,
that was pretty amazing. Now you got Kick-Ass in here and the Red Ranger. It looks like.
Which is
no,
Michael...
actually. Is that the? I can't really see to the glare in this car, but is it the White Ranger?
No. It's a Red Ranger with the White Ranger pads.
Oh, I see. Okay. And are we gonna get another high flying maneuver?
Oh, it's all over this place. I think he's jumping off the ladder here, and I was so scared for him because that ladder was not as stable as people thought.
Well, it looks like it did its work, and King Hippo actually taking a break.
He's taking a break. You know, that's weird because that's a shot that I usually would get, but I guess I'm so worried in trying to see what's gonna happen next, where I'm gonna get my shot, that I didn't get to see that, and that's something that everybody's got to have in their mind is looking for the next shot, but at the same time staying in the now, in the moment to get that shot. And I'm so sad I didn't get that one. Here I am. As you can see, I'm running around the ring already.
Again.
Because I have no idea what I'm doing. Here's Link going off.
Always the aerial man, Link, a.k.a. Aaron Agony, in the Independence. One of the best high flyers in South Florida, as a matter of fact.
I think I'm going to get a compilation of all the high flying photos that I got of him and make a nice little poster of it.
This is a man that's actually so young and has already had tryouts with Dragon's Gate USA, and I see a great future for Aaron Agony.
Oh, absolutely. You know, the first time I saw Aaron Agony, it was an ICW show, and it was him and two other people. I think it was his brother and somebody else. I forgot who it was. But I was sitting next to Dash, and here comes Aaron. He says hi to everybody, and what's up?
As a matter of fact, that's when you know you got the crowd. When you got a crowd chanting, "This is awesome! This is awesome!" You know, to me, a lot of people establish stress on the caliber of a match, of the things that happen inside the ring. Mm-hmm. But here's Speedy. I'm going to share an opinion here, and I really hope it's not a bad one.
Sure.
The fact is that the fans don't know what's right and what's wrong. If you know that you got the fans' attention and you know that they're chanting, "This is awesome! This is awesome!" then that is what should matter.
Right.
And on top of that, let's just put it this now, unless they start to say, "Hey, this sucks."
Yeah. Well, then that's when the workers know to change it up and kind of go towards their favor. And who's this? This is somebody familiar. I see him in the rearview mirror.
Did you?
Yeah, you know what? It was technical difficulty. I didn't see any.
Now, out here, you actually see Wayne Van Dyke as Ash, if I'm correct.
Right, yeah, Ash.
And then you got little
Doris
over here,
Ooh, I got that picture. I think I got it right, but here's the thing. Whenever there's ropes in the way, and I think I explained this on the last show, I hate having the ropes in the way. It makes my photos feel like it was taken by somebody in the first row, or kind of like a fan. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I want to move away from that. I want to make it a new experience for the person who's looking at my photos. So if it's good, I kept it and I put it up. If not, what did that table ever do to you? Yeah.
I'm just saying how they're all hitting the X on King Hippo. Just in order to even have an effect on that man, how many layers do you have to go through just to? And what the hell was that?
He was like, I'm gonna jump through the table, and then he didn't go. See, well, here's another problem with this cluster matches, is that I'm sure there's plenty of things happening on the other side of the ring. As you can see, there's videographers pointing that way, but I can't get there because I have to focus on just one thing when it comes to these matches. It sucks. It really does. And I think I got this shot too. And it didn't break.
And it didn't break. Technically, sometimes that does happen in professional wrestling where tables do not break.
The leg broke. I can see the foot there.
It happens. It happens when things are live. What are you gonna do? Hey, cut, retake.
No, it doesn't happen.
Exactly. So what you got to do, you got to improvise, and you got to forcibly break the table.
Right.
Hence why you see so many great superstars doing what they got to do to break the table. Like you see here, where you see Kick-Ass now going for a power bomb.
Oh, right on his neck.
That
I think you got a picture.
Well.
I got a picture of this as well, and I think he legitimately hurt himself. Not that you wouldn't hurt yourself if you go through a table, but there was some serious injuries in this show. Here I think everybody's starting to come into the ring again. I just see him going under the ropes because I know I'm gonna stay there for a bit. But no, just Link and Bane, and then
Now, Link and Bane have been feuding for a while in FSCW.
Since Animate. Since Animate in July, was it, or February?
I think it was February. But the point is that these two have had a long history with each other in this organization. And as a matter of fact, as you see, wrestling is also dangerous. So kids, do not try this at home. As you see,
ever don't try wrestling at home ever. If you want to become a wrestler, I suggest you go to the nearest training center and you get trained, and then the trainer will actually let you know when you're ready to wrestle. That's the safest way to wrestle.
As a matter of fact, as you see, both now Adrian Marks playing the Red Ranger and Deadpool. And Nightwing is still on the floor, actually being injured from the powerbomb to the table. That I don't know. I feel like it just went wrong. But
it did look a little awkward, yes.
But you know, it's safety precautions first, guys. So please don't try this at home.
Definitely. You know, that something I noticed is in the other matches, I switched to the fisheye 1 or 2 times, and I feel like I was so insecure about my shots in this one, not because I didn't know what to do, but because there was so much going on. Like I said, these cluster matches are they're everywhere, so I didn't want to switch over to my fisheye. That was bad. I didn't want to switch over to my fisheye and then have to quickly switch back to my D300, because then I'd miss a shot, and it's just such a cluster for me as well. So I think I got like 1 or 2 shots at this match, if any. I don't think I even switched to fisheye, actually. We're actually coming at the end of this video now, because I think I run out of battery just before the ending. And but we're close. It's like a minute away, but unfortunately the video cuts away now. And that's all there is. But like, I wanted to express the cluster matches a little more. And while we're talking about the rest of the match or whatever, there's going to be extra photos in the bottom of the video here where you can see. Right, I didn't switch to fisheye at all during the whole thing. It is because of I didn't want to lose a shot. And that's another thing that if you're taking pictures of a match or a video of a match, something to consider is you need to know when you're going to switch cameras if you're using dual camera, to not miss a shot, or switch anything if you want to miss a shot. Actually, in ICW, the videographers would all switch tapes at the same time for a while, and they would lose a lot of things. They would switch mid match, and then later down the road, it was during the matches, each camera would go 1 by 1, you know, so that the shot isn't missed or anything.
Well, thank God for multi-cameras.
Right.
But by the way, nice photos down here. But anywho, the point is that it was a great match. You know, they did what they had to do. It might have been a cluster match, and again, the importance of having these cluster matches, besides the productivity, like from your end, is communication, and make sure you're professionally trained in there. Because even if you're halfway trained in wrestling school, you cannot conduct a match that has, let alone 4 people in a match.
Right.
Because it's just impossible. But you know, it was a great match. It had the crowd going. As a matter of fact, the storytelling kept on going, especially with the feud between Link and Bane.
Right,
so,
that kept going.
So it's the point is that everything was conducted as a story. You know, you had your powerhouses overcoming the little guys, and then you got your little guys trying to overcome the powerhouses, but it just did not work.
Right. Because of the powerhouses.
Exactly.
Right.
But the point is that, you know, when you have these cluster matches, it's always better to keep your communication as in importance, and in your case, I just feel bad for you, man.
Well, as for communication, there's always body communication between me and the wrestler. In a way of speaking, is if I see them coming, I move out of the way. But there's sometimes where they come at me, and I've been at this for so long that I know where they're coming. Like, I have some shots where they're going towards the turnbuckle, and I know if I stand right behind the turnbuckle, they're not going to hit me because there's a turnbuckle in my way. But at the same time, I don't get that good shot all the time.
Well, well, Speedy, you know, you might not get the good shot all the time, but majority of the time you do. And I'm not saying that because you're next to me. I'm saying that because of the truth. I've worked with you since I opened the Reality Cage Network. As a matter of fact, you're our own photographer. And all the shots have been perfect from all your matches.
I wouldn't say perfect.
Well, to me, they are.
All right.
Okay? Respect my opinion.
Okay, I respect your opinion. From afar. From a safe distance.
Listen, don't make me bring out that second personality that
Oh no,
loves you so much.
don't do it. Window doesn't work, and we have a lot of interference now. But do you want to plug anything?
Sure. Keep on listening to our my Reality Check Radio every Tuesdays with Paris Kelly and myself, and every Thursday. As a matter of fact, we're having issues with a co-host on Thursdays now, so I'm not going to say any names on Thursdays yet. But I hope it's a certain person that's getting a tryout this Tuesday. But anyway, keep on listening to us every Tuesday and Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You could just follow us on Blog Talk Radio. It's blogtalkradio.com/Reality Cage Network, or even like us on Facebook. Facebook.com/Reality Check 1.
Excellent. Is that everything?
Yeah, that's
awesome. I'll just put your links in the description below, or in the link after the video and stuff like that. So you've been listening to Shot for Spot. Tune in next week for the next one.